Alright, so on this map right now, Corin is in the washing room, or what I'm calling the washing room, and Eldon is in the secret tunnel. He is currently on the stairwell there. And Siona is down in the dungeons in her holding cell.
What's that?
Okay, so Siona is down in her cell, having taken, by my notes, she has gone through 4 rounds of her stuff, which gives us some time to deal with and contend with and resolve on y'all's side. The way I have it is we have technically 3 splits to our party presently. We have Siona. Then we kind of have the combo of Eldon and Corin. Now, I don't recall exactly, but I believe that you guys are still split by the secret door. I don't remember you, Corin.
Yes, I think we are.
Okay.
Because last thing I did is I checked in that room for what's his name.
Right, and I believe all the communication that you guys had was via message.
Yes.
So not that it really matters at this point. I'm just, that's how I recall where everybody has left. And then to the camp north of Castle Frederick, we have the 3rd split of our party of Thangrim and Raz. So Eldon is kind of, the way I've envisioned him running back and forth is him kind of going to this little hatch that leads down into the secret tunnel, popping his head up, and kind of giving the reports that he knows of. So he's down kind of undergroundish, communicating back and forth with Thangrim and Raz, who are at last check still actively trying to pretend that the full party is there at their campsite to try to fool the guards that are on patrol outside of the castle. Correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Can anybody remember something that I may have forgotten?
No, Siona's pinned down in that room with another guard she's got pinned up against the door, right?
She just commanded him to give her the keys.
Yes, so what I have is she is presently facing the guard who had broken free from the grapple. She then commanded him to give her the keys, which the guard then, he obeyed, but threw the keys at her, and with her ninja-like reflexes, she snatched them out of the air. So they've been going back and forth with their little bit of a tussle. And if you look in that room, to the north side, there is a half-orc who is chained to the wall. There is a full orc chained to the wall to the left, and then the other 2 bodies manacled to the wall are both not undead. They are both dead corpses. So technically, what you just pinged on there, Will, no, Eldon, you don't see.
We don't see that, but is that intentional?
That is intentional.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys don't know about that.
Okay.
All right. So one more thing. At this point, nobody else in the party knows what Siona is doing. They just know that she has been chained up.
So, yeah, right. So I've done my bird call and alerted the 2 above ground that we need to give them information, right? And then, are we doing this in turns now at this point, or?
I'm going to be honest with you, we're kind of winging it right now.
Okay.
So I'm not, because I don't really want to go into initiative because I feel like that would just slow things down. I don't want to do that until something causes us to go directly into initiative.
Okay. So I'm relaying to Thangrim and Raz, right?
Correct.
So, and okay, so I've told, so where are we picking up? Where I've now just received message from Corin?
I think that's as good a starting point as any. So I'm going to try to keep a a handle on the timeline going back and forth. I would say we had followed through with Siona's tussle for, I mean, that was 4 turns. That was, about a half a minute there. But all of the other stuff she had contended with, I'd say that's been about 5-10 minutes since Corin has walked out the door. I know he was hustling to get where he was going. So we'll just kind of pick up at this point.
Okay. So, Raz, Thongrim, Siona's chained up. They've taken her.
They care deeply.
Raz is trying to talk, but I didn't hear him.
Is this coming through now?
Yeah.
I heard you that time.
Just. Oh, okay. Anyway. They trapped her?
Chained her up. That's all he said.
Do you know where?
I'll message Corin. Where is she?
I can only message you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm messaging Corin.
Do you have the spell?
Oh, I can only receive.
Right.
Oh. I can only receive. I know what he's told me. Have you told me that?
All I would have told you is, they fell for the ruse. She's now been taken prisoner. I'm kind of looking out for that guard. But I guess after about 30 seconds, if you're not going to, it's like, hey, where y'all at? Come on, we got to go.
I think we need to go get her.
Oh, okay. If you can lead the way, I will certainly attend to that.
I mean, is she in danger? I mean, not that she can't handle her own, but that was sort of the play, wasn't it?
The play was that they were scouting. I didn't think anybody was supposed to be tied up or taken or anything like that. They were supposed to be sneaking around, and if they got caught, they were going to, play like they were. That was the play like they were like, a capture and a scuffle and a capture.
Right.
Well, we can break her out, but we, don't forget we got larger things in to be concerned with here. So as long as she's not in any danger, we don't need to go setting off every alarm in the building trying to free somebody that doesn't necessarily need freeing.
Well, what do you mean larger things?
Well, we did make a deal with the quartermaster.
And we still are supposed to be. We're supposed to be looking for the caravan and the scrolls. It makes it kind of hard to search through a castle when everybody wants to stab you with things.
Well, that is true. Yes. Still, I'm not liking this Plan B scenario that we're in. She was, the whole pretense was that she was a prisoner and that Corin would escort her. It's the fact that they actually took her, though. That is not ideal. I would much rather get her back. I feel like the ruse, the plan has come to its fruition as much as possible. I no longer feel comfortable with Corin out there alone and Siona trapped.
Well, we can definitely head that way, but, if we're spotted, we're going to have a lot more than 1 or 2 guards to contend with, and she's going to have a lot more problems than being chained to a wall.
100% true. But I fear that if we don't get her back now, we will have no way of getting her back.
I'm going to message Eldon again. Like, come on, guys. Head torturers got her. Are we moving?
Guys, Corin is telling me it's urgent. He's saying we need to go down.
I trust Corin's judgment on this.
Maybe we can get in and out and nobody will notice we've done anything in there.
All right, well, give us just a second to, make it look like we're coming back, or we've gone, to fish or something.
Okay, come quick. I'm gonna go to Cora.
Oh, Raz, my boy, where are you? I got off my shift early. Raz, you go.
Hi, mate. Can I help you? And then he kind of steps on the trap door to kind of squish it closed.
Ah, kind sir, I met a fine young gentleman who offered to take me for a drink down at Farthington just a little while ago, and as luck would have it, my shift got off early. You do know Raz, he is here, right?
Of course, we've got, valued member of the team here. But seeing as you don't see him around, it might be he's gone looking for you.
Oh, do tell. Where do you? Which way did he head off?
Up north, I believe. He was walking with a female companion. They were kind of making eyes at each other. I don't know really how to interpret that. You might want to have a word with him.
Oh, female. Oh, really? Well, that's...
To be fair, he never was very picky. A fan of both teams, if you will.
What? Oh, I see what you're saying, though I don't feel like that makes me feel much better if he's just, not so picky as if you would. I thought there might have been something there.
Well, you never know. I mean, they went upriver about I guess, how long has it been? Probably about 10 minutes. I figured the last time Corn left was X minutes ago, so however long that was. He left about that time ago. Maybe if you catch up, you can get to them before the knickers are off.
Something about meeting somebody in Farmer Town or something.
Farmer Town? You mean Farthington?
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, Farthington. Something about buying drinks in Farthington.
Well, I'll be. That just will not do. That is... And here my day was going so well, and here he goes off with some floozy up to Farthington on a suggestion that I gave him. That... Oof!
He might be going to meet you, for all we know, filthy bugger.
Well, I find that hard to imagine. I told him I would see him closer into the morning, and off he goes. His impatience, always thinking with his other member. At least I can only imagine. And the guard just turns red in the face, and you can see he's clearly agitated. One, at being snubbed, and two, at clearly misreading the situation as he would. I just don't think... Fine. You gentlemen, you... whatever. And he turns off and starts walking back towards the castle in kind of a furious stomp, as you would if you had just been dejected or rejected by somebody who didn't even know that you had interest in them. So he's walking off from the camp in kind of his anger, saying that there has been, well, he hasn't said that, but there's been roughly 3-4 minutes of that conversation.
I'll knock on the door again with my foot. Eldon, you still there?
So let's take this and fast forward a few minutes and see how Eldon was reacting during this. So Eldon, as soon as you heard the whistling, all of a sudden the small crack in the door that you were looking through, Thongram had shoved his foot on and slammed it shut.
Oh, and as I was saying, as soon as they said, "Hey, come on," and I headed for the door. I just went to get more information for him.
All right, so you do that. So when you're at the door, what do you do?
The secret door?
Yes.
I tap on it. And then listen for a half second and then push it open.
All right, give me a strength check, please. A strength. Yeah, there we go. Nope, check. Not a save. Just click on strength.
Oops, wrong one. It's the same roll.
Yeah, still. Trying to fudge it a little bit for you. Okay.
Of course I touched myself.
Did you touch yourself? Because I just figured you're actively always trying to touch somebody.
I'm constantly touching myself.
He's alone in the dark. I would just assume.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so after you're done touching yourself, you manage to budge the door open, just enough to be able to hear clearly. Corin, you see that the door grinds open a little bit.
Was it loud or was it?
It made more of a noise than you would have liked. But you don't necessarily hear any. Well, yeah, you don't really hear anything coming through either door in response to it. But the door has been open, and Eldon pops his head in.
Oh.
All right, I kind of point at him, fingered the lips to be quiet, and then I open the door behind me and take another peek inside of there.
All right. Okay. So roll me a perception check, please. Okay. You do hear what sounds to be some footsteps coming your way from the hallway, but it seems to be kind of a muffled sound, so not... And now, granted, you don't think it's the sound of soldiers' boots or anything, but you do hear somebody coming.
All right, I wave at Eldon to go, get through that north door. And then I will step into that room all completely.
Okay. So that's happening. Eldon, are you trying to shut the door, or are you just leaving it open?
At this point, I'm going to leave it open because I believe that I've got two people coming behind me. So I'll head the direction he said, or whatever that.
So yeah, that he's. I think he told you to go through that north door there.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that much distance versus him stepping through the door.
Right.
Resolve that.
Okay. Alrighty. So coming around the corner is this scholarly-looking woman who is apparently heading towards the washroom. Pardon me. I'm trying to get through here. May I get through?
I nod yes, and then I'll just step back in and out of the way.
Thank you. Okay. So, and the lady walks in and comes up to the washroom and starts washing her hands and just kind of cleaning up a little bit. Nice day, sir. Nice. Wait, what is that? I've never seen that. Was that like that? And she turns. Yeah, go ahead.
She went into the door?
Yeah, she came in the door and went to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is she talking about the secret door?
Yeah, she's talking about the secret door. She looks at you. It's many times as I've been down here. What is that? Was that like that when you got in here?
That's the entrance for us guards, and if I would probably keep your knowledge of that to yourself, for your own safety.
Roll me an intimidation check, please.
Or persuasion.
Okay, yeah, persuasion, sure. Whatever way. Oh, well, if it's for the guards, I guess that makes sense. You have my word. I will not mention this to anyone. Although my curiosity's got the best of me. Where does this lead?
Just top behind the castle. It's just a way for us to get prisoners in and out that we'd rather people not see.
Oh. Well, the captain certainly does have his ways. I'm very impressed.
Well, you don't want to trot some people right through the front gates. It can make a scene.
Well, that does make a lot of sense. And, I know seeing what happens here, and I know that we don't speak of these things, but it's good to know that somebody's on the lookout for appearances.
We are, and I was about to head back out. I was just checking in with my comrades.
I see. So, Eldon, are you still on this side of the door?
I want to be able. So, would I have been able to gotten through to the other side of this door by the time she got into the room?
I would say yes.
Okay, then if that's the case, I would be there. I wouldn't have the door completely closed, but just cracked, because I would be waiting for Corin to come, Corin and the other guys to come through. So I'm looking down this hallway and listening through the door.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm there. Well, don't mind me. I just came in here to wash up a little bit. I've had a very long day in the study hall in the library, and so I'm just trying to clean up before I head back up for the evening. It is getting late in the day,
It is, and I would continue on, but I've already let you see the door. I can't let you see how it's operated, so I'm just gonna wait here for you to finish.
Yes, sir. And she kind of looks at you and winks slyly, like she's in the know. Very much so. Thank you. And so you have a good evening, sir. I'll be back on my way.
You too.
And she opens the door and kind of as she's going back out, looks back over her shoulder, kind of a sly little smile, but puts her fingers to her lips. Shh, mum's the word.
And do the same thing, finger to the lips.
And she wanders back down the hallway, and as you see her round the corner, she stretches into oblivion a little bit, and rounds the corner, and she's like, "Oh, hello, sir. Hello. How are you? Good day. Good evening." And kind of her voice trails off as somebody replies to her. "Oh, that's a good day."
Did I recognize that voice?
Hold on. Let me double check. Roll me a perception check, please. You did not recognize that voice. But it seemed to be getting a little closer to you as you go.
All right, which side of this door? Which way is this door open?
Which door? Ping it for me.
The inside door.
Okay, that one, I believe it swings in towards you.
So I would be behind it if it opened up right now?
If you were on I think it would swing in counterclockwise.
If I was there, I'd be behind it.
No, if you were there, you'd be in front of the opening. If you were there, you would be behind it.
Okay, wherever behind it is, I want to be behind it when someone walks in.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, I got what you were saying. All right, so you were there.
Yeah, well, when I get down here, I'm gonna whisper Eldon, message him like someone else is coming. I don't know if I can fool them twice, so we might have to knock them out or take care of them. So be ready.
So as you finish that message, you hear a knocking, a faint knocking coming from the trapdoor through the secret hallway as Thangram is trying to get your attention.
You mean from above the stairs?
Yes. Now, because remember, this was all happening during, because he slammed the thing shut because somebody was coming. So this is all happening at the same time the previous conversation was happening.
All right. Okay.
All right. If I hear that, then I'm gonna message Thangram like, knock that off for a second. Give us a couple seconds, then come down.
Oh.
So,
I would have.
Thangram, you with us?
Yep, I'm knocking it off.
Okay, just making sure that you were there and you'd heard it. Okay, so you have knocked it off. This is going through. You hear the steps coming a little bit closer. At this point, we are still, both of these parties are at fairly real time. You hear you see the door handle start turning, and the door opens in towards Corin, kind of putting the door between him and who's entering, and this person walks up and starts washing up again at the bin, kind of whistling, kind of in his own head, not really paying attention quite yet, but starts splashing and washing up here in the washroom as people do.
Is this the same guard that was there earlier?
From what you can tell now, getting a good look at him, you do believe it is the same guard as earlier. But you were looking at his back.
Okay.
Chris, it was Tim, right? Timothy? I remember the voice, but I can't remember the name. Jeremy. Jeremy. No, it was Jeremy.
Okay, Jeremy.
Yes.
Tim was up above, right?
Yes, Tim was the one who was interested in quote-unquote Raz. Jeremy was the bloke who was watching Raz carry and push Siona towards down the hallway there.
So actually,
Yeah, so
who Raz is disguised as. I mean, sorry, Karin is disguised as.
I'm disguised as Tim.
Correct.
And that's Jeremy.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'll just, Jeremy. Oh, good, it's you.
What? I can't do his voice, so we're going to do this. Who's that? Oh, Tim. Tim. Yes. What are you doing in the corner?
Oh, sorry, I had dropped off that prisoner, and I was on my way back out trying, and that blow to the head I took, got that door partially open, had to sit down for a second, a little dizzy.
Well, I guess I understand that, though. Okay, did you... All right. He kind of looks at you a little weird. What's that?
Remember, I have like a bruise on my throat. And,
yes. I remember.
That's why I'm talking with the weird, disguising my voice.
Okay, and he, finally kind of shakes his head a little bit and starts looking around, noticing that it's things. What is that? What is that in the door? Why? What the hell's going on here?
What do you mean?
What? The wall is open. Don't you see that the wall is open? It should be a solid door. and here it is, a solid wall, and here it is, there's air coming through, and you mean to tell me you didn't notice that?
I opened it up. Do you not know about our secret exit?
What? What are you playing at?
How do you think I got the prisoner down here without causing a ruckus?
Well, I figured you came down the stairs, like every other guard in the area.
I'm not gonna, caught her north of the castle. I can't I was already about to pass out, and you didn't want to help me escort her anywhere.
Well, let's not talk about that. She kind of gave me a scant look, and tall women like that kind of give me the creeps. So, something fishy's going on here.
Whatever. I'm just gonna sit here for a second, get my strength back, leave the way I came in, and then go find me a healing potion or a bottle of vodka or something. As soon as the room stops spinning.
He goes to check out the door and peers in. Well, I need to check this out. You go ahead and rest there for a minute. But I'm gonna go. This is not proper.
You go out there. Don't let the guards on the wall see you, because if you're not supposed to know about it, then you don't want people to know you know about it.
Roll me another persuasion check. If I'm not supposed to know about it, what keeping things around here? I'm gonna go out there. You tell me what I can and can't do.
I'm gonna message Thongrim and be like, "You guys hide real fast. Someone's coming up the door."
And you can hear him muttering to himself, "What the devil is that? What is going on here?" And he starts walking up the stairs and starts pushing on the door a little bit.
I'm gonna probably just stand on it, given that I had 5 seconds and there's nowhere to hide. So I'm just going to stand on the door.
Are you with Raz? Is Raz with you at the moment?
Yes. Well, he's by me, so we're both standing on the door.
Okay, so the guard here starts pushing on the door, and he's like, he sees that it's clearly some sort of mechanism to get up. He starts pushing on it, and let's see what happens here. I'll open roll this one. Call it a DC 15, maybe 15 to make it budge. So he's pushing on it. And he's trying to push it real good, and puts his strength into it. And what the bloody hell is going on here? And and it doesn't even budge because the weight of Thongrim, just his full weight is keeping the door shut. There's got to be some trick to it, and he's getting all flustered. I'm gonna go tell the captain about this. He's muttering to himself, and he squeezes back through the door. I don't know what you're playing at, Tim, but I'm going to get down to the bottom of it. And what's the deal with the door? How do you get out of here? What's the trigger?
Do you not know the magic word?
What? Magic word?
I can't tell you the magic word.
What? Magic word? Alakar resemble? What? For who got it? What?
Look, it's a secret exit into the back of the castle. You can't just let anyone open it up. It is magically sealed, obviously.
This will not do. I'm going to go tell Bill about this. And he opens the door and slams it behind him. Well, it's gonna and you hear him grumbling to himself as he starts. Supplies! Red snapper! Very tasty. And he starts running off down the hallway. You hear the thuds of the footprints as he's making his way wherever he's going.
All right, I messaged Tonga. I was like, "We gotta go now. We've been discovered."
I mean, I can't. Do I just yell? I can't talk back to you, right?
Yeah, you can. You can 6 seconds reply.
All of us? You want us to go now?
That guard room, that she's in there with the head torturer and what was it, 3 guards I saw and a Manticore. I can't get her out.
All right, Raz, time to go. And I'm gonna open the door, and we're gonna try and sneak in with nobody up above seeing us.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
I don't have my sheet open.
Barbarian. No, that's not barbarian stealth. Damn it. That's barbarian stealth. Okay, so since Raz rolled first, he, swiftly opens up the door and, kind of hops on down the stairs, holding it, catching the door before it falls, and pops it up so Thongren can catch it. And Thongren catches it, and he walks on down and just keeps on going, letting the door pop to a close. So give me a second.
Forgot that thing doesn't appear to be on any type of slow mechanism there.
I don't think they invented that quite yet.
So I've been trying to pretend that none of the conversations below I can hear, but I expected to come down here and see Jeremy, but I don't. Do we see Jeremy?
1 second.
Jeremy was he's why I told you to hide.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Jeremy was the one trying to get through the door.
He was, and he wandered off.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay.
Well, it wasn't so much a wander as it was kind of a quick trot. More of a aggravated mosey, if you would. So you guys have come down here, and let me put you on the map. So you're down there, and Thongren Fireforge bumbles his way down the stairs.
I'm gonna crack the door a little bit more, Corin, and say, "What's going on?" Whisper over.
That guard went off to get the captain, so we're kind of book it now.
Can we lock that door?
The secret door?
The door you're standing next to.
We can be suspicious.
I think we're already suspicious.
Yeah, fair enough. Can I try to lock that door? Is there a lock on that door?
I imagine once you close it,
No, not the secret door. He means this door right here.
Okay, so as far as that door is concerned, it is kind of a public washroom, so I'd say it's probably not lockable.
Which way does it open? Into the room or into the hallway?
It opens
behind it.
Yeah, it opens counterclockwise. Yeah.
So you could just wedge something under it, right? If it opened into the room, you could.
It does. It opens up to where I'm behind the door when it opens.
Yeah, I mean, you could always you could always try to wedge something in there and make it shut. That is always a possibility.
So are the other guys in the room now?
Not according to their tokens, no.
While we were talking about locking the door. Well.
Hey, sorry about that. Random patrol came looking for you, Corin. Seems you might have a hot date after this.
Yeah, well, not when they think Tim's sneaking around down here. Tim might have a hot date in the same room we're going.
I like what you're thinking.
All right, you guys get through that north door, and then I mean, unless you got someone got something they can pin this thing closed with.
Let me see. Look in the backpack.
Not sure we need to spend a lot of time on it.
I think just get that secret door closed, and we'll just go from there.
All right. So, you let me know when you're done pilfering in your bag. I'd say so far as we've been going through this, probably, I'm going to say 10 to 15 minutes has passed. So from Siona's... Oh, hang on. Did you need me to join you down there?
No, I was trying to click something. We had the wiki bag was posted somewhere, right?
Yeah, the stash. Hang on just a second.
So now Siona's got 150 rounds to go through.
Yeah, I would bet it was that long, but I mean, how long was the woman are you saying the woman was in the washroom several minutes and then Jeremy was running up and back over several minutes?
I mean, if it was 5 minutes each, I mean...
Yes, I'm saying time has passed, and we will deal with Siona's stuff here in just a little bit.
Okay.
This is why you never split the party.
Alright, give me just 1 sec.
Alright, so Raz, while he's pilfering around, what are you doing right now?
I suppose I'm probably sneaking into the room. I'm still kind of waiting on Corin to sort of guide me in. I definitely don't want to do anything on my own. I'm feeling very anxious at the moment.
Eldon should be by that door.
I'll move next to Thongrim.
Eldon should be by that north door with it cracked. I guess kind of waving you in.
Alright, Bess, I see we got 2 options. We could use this here rod that doesn't want to go nowhere, or I could break a pole arm and try to wedge it under the door.
I have some climbing batons too.
Guys, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I think we should just close the secret door and then get out of here.
I was just asking if it was lockable.
Maybe they'll think that Tim or Jeremy's crazy.
And they'll go off looking for Tim.
And I'm a little impulsive, so I'm probably not even going to think about the lock on the door. I would just follow Eldon.
I'm not sure if we ever gauged if it was lockable. I think it was just shuttable.
I'm sure they have a key anyway.
Yeah, so something like that. So, Thongrim, I guess I'll ask you to roll us a strength check to shut the door.
I don't have any more bonuses on that one.
So you still successfully shut the door, but we're going to say you don't fail on this one because outside of just you shut it with a flourish. Wham! The door is shut as it makes a sound.
Oh, I guess I do get 2 more on that one, don't I?
Yeah.
Fine, it matters.
But we can just subtract 2 from it. It's not like we had to re-roll. But just, FYI kind of thing. Alright, so now that it's closed, I want to cast Prestidigitation around the door to try to dirty it back up on the floor so it doesn't look like it was closed or been opened.
Okay.
Like put dust back and things like that.
Gotcha. Alright. Do I have to save against anything? Or is it? I'm just
putting dust back on the ground. It's normal dust, like it was.
And that's a cantrip. So yeah. So everything.
Yeah.
You wave your hands and it kind of puts everything back in order. Kind of averages things out, and it kind of looks just like nothing had happened there. Okay. So somebody was muttering something. I stepped on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I
think we're just following Eldon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna start leading us all down to the door.
For Corin to lead us because he's the only one who knows the way around this dungeon, the hallway.
All right, so you want me to drag us every tile, or you want me to get to a certain point.
Yeah, just go to the end of the hall there.
We're gonna stay back. I mean, I guess stay back. I would stay back a couple of 10
Stay back
feet,
like 30 feet or something.
10 to 30 feet. Okay, 30 feet, just to kind of let him message us if he sees anything. And
Well, I mean, at this point, he doesn't even have to message you. I mean, y'all should be within earshot, right?
well, right. But if we're trying to be quiet, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm just, I'm making assumptions. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Try to hide your contempt a little bit.
I guess, while we're waiting, I'll just talk to the groups. Like, we have, I told them there's 3 guards, Manticore, head torturer. We have a problem that if they're going to come investigate the trapdoor, they're probably already going to suspect us. If they don't suspect us, and we don't kill everyone in that room, they're going to suspect us.
How'd you get in the door in the first place?
Which door? The door we're going to?
Yeah, how come you ain't all full of stabs?
Because I look like Tim.
Well,
Disguise self.
Do we double or nothing? Try the same approach again? I mean, if we get into the same room that she's in, seems like it's easier for us all to get out than all to get in.
I mean, I can get me into that room and distract them for a second to pull their eyes away from the door and let you guys sneak in. I'm thinking once we're in there, we use the rod to lock the door.
Which door?
The door we're going to, the torture room, we'll go in, immovable rod the door behind us so no one else can get in. Do what we got to do.
It's a pretty good idea.
But again,
No,
Manticore.
I think I can probably keep the Manticore a little busy if y'all can do the dirty work. But we need to find Siona quickly.
Right, so it's going to be Thongrim taking care of all the, the meat shield duties. But again, as Thongrim pointed, I didn't accidentally hear that, we're very likely to have our cover blown for this.
Not if we kill everybody we see.
I mean, yes, but there's still a chance even if we do that. There's a chance it's already blown because of Jeremy running off to talk to the captain.
And if the dead bodies are discovered, they will lock this place down.
Why? I'll follow you guys, but if it was me, I'd try, maybe taking another one of us in there or something. Or all 3 of us. Hey, you're the guy who captured 3 more runaways.
And then what? Kill everyone in the room?
I mean, I don't know.
At
least it gets us there, right? If we can get us in the room with her, then maybe we can break out when everyone's sleeping.
Well, they're gonna take our weapons from us, so that's gonna make it hard. I think our best chance, this is me, is no one leaves that room but us.
I hate to admit that I agree to that. Probably the case. That's probably the best thing to do.
Maybe we set fire to something and make escape in the confusion?
I just got an idea. Alright.
Okay. Sorry.
We'll hide right here. You go into the room and tell them something happened. Everyone will run out of the room, and then we'll run into the room, and then we'll close the door. And then all you gotta do is not get dead.
I don't see why what would I tell them that would make them all leave?
Well, you could say that something happened to the caravan.
Yeah, that might get the guards out. I don't know if that'll get the torturer out.
Well, what if we split the difference? What if we just try to get the guards out? We explain that there's not an emergency, but perhaps there's something going on above ground, and we could use a little bit of muscle to help out with. We clean them up as quickly as we can, and then we bust in and get Siona.
Okay, that'll probably still leave the Manticore, but that would be easier.
That's fine. I would rather take the Manticore out with the guards already behind us.
We've handled a Manticore before.
Okay, so I guess just trying to think it through. What if they don't leave?
Well, we're pretty much in that boat now, ain't we?
So I'm actually pinging the map. Well, I wouldn't have this conversation yet because we're not that far south. But I would say, if there's a place that we can all hide, that you can draw them out of, at least some of the guards, we can jump out of the corner, start stabbing, hopefully out of earshot of this Manticore that you were talking about. We take a breather, recoup, and then we charge in, take care of the Manticore, grab Siona.
Okay, I guess I'll relay the store we're looking for is almost 200 feet, around this bend, and there's another T intersection about 30 feet from the door, and there's definitely people down there because I heard some talking earlier. I don't know if there's any place we can do it quietly enough to get rid of 3 guards.
I think here might be the perfect spot then, if you say it's 100 feet away. This might be the place we're standing right now.
I mean, I can go in there and I can try to be like, hey, guards, come with me, and then lead them back to you guys.
Mm.
Here, hold on one sec.
Lead them around the corner and we'll all be ready.
I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, I can try that.
Well, assassination's not really my thing, but at least we'll have the upper hand, and I feel much more comfortable then.
Who's here? Well, guys, it sounds like we're making a stand of some sort, correct? Right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Alrighty, hold on.
All right, well, hold on. Before you do anything, because I was letting y'all have y'all's conversation, we need to swap over and contend with Siona now for a little bit. Correct?
Probably best.
Yeah. Because otherwise I'm going to forget everything that y'all have done.
So, where are we all clustered at this corner? Is that what we're... Because
we probably should be. Everyone should be clustered around you.
But this conversation is occurring at the corner.
Yeah, I'm not shouting to Thongrim down that hallway.
Right, and it's not happening through message. Not with that much conversation.
Right.
So we're in this group here, but we're out of sight. Are we paying? How long was that conversation? Were we paying attention around the corner during that whole thing?
I mean, I've been, looking down the corridor the whole time.
Okay, so we're all right there like that.
Or you guys probably a little further back. No one... Maybe you're not directly above me. But yeah, we're all right there somewhere. I would imagine we'll all be like pressed up against the wall. Movie style.
All right. So, y'all are keystone copying it at the moment. You look down the hallway and you see this person in robes making its way somewhat intently up the hallway. And we will cut this scene as that person is heading north. All right. So we're going to turn our eyes towards Siona.
Anyways, we should probably go break her out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No.
wondering. So,
As in her meeting?
I'm sorry, Adam. Hey, what's up, man? Were you trying to say something?
hey guys, nice to meet y'all. We're playing. I'll be your DM for this evening. I don't know if we've introduced ourselves, but we're going to be playing in the world of Ecleros here. Give you a little backstory about where you guys came from.
Cool.
Yeah, could you catch us up back from the very beginning just to make sure we all are on the same page?
Don't we have a town of people who are depending on us?
If you want me to recap, I will recap. I can get you from there to here.
World of Ecleros. Is that sort of like World of Warcraft? Have you ever played that?
Well, it's not WoW. It's more like whoa.
All right. Anyways, Siona is gonna roll. Yeah.
So
All right, well, I'm gonna be off mic for a sec. I'm gonna get a refill on my drink, but I can hear you.
okay. God. All right. So when we last left Siona, she was staring down this whip guard. They're right next to each other. I mean, they can smell each other's breakfast at this point. She had tried to grapple the guard by wrapping her chained manacle around his neck, to which the guard successfully got out of. And before he had a chance to attack, she commanded him to give her keys with, I can't remember the spell name, it may have just been as simple as command.
I think it was.
Go ahead.
I think it was command.
It was command.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the guard willingly, or yes, he obliged, threw him at him. She snapped him out of the air. She has a key ring that has 6 keys on it. So just to remember that. And they have gone through several rounds of combat. But now, if you also remember, again, there is a half-orc here, chained up, and an orc here. Both of them are in bad shape, although not as bad a shape as these 2 corpses down here. So they are doing poorly, but they are, trying. They're pulling on their manacles to, see if they can duplicate the effort that Siona did by busting her chain out of the wall. They are kind of weak, though, so they are having no luck with that. Now, as the scuffle began, the guard did call out to his through the doors. He was able to manage to lock this door behind him, but was unable to lock this one. So this one is presently unlocked. But he did make at least enough of a noise to alert the people that were in the torture chamber. So Sasuma, not unfamiliar with prisoners attempting to break free, started making his way towards the door. Now, all of this has happened, while you guys were dealing with the guards upstairs and Jeremy and all of that. So this is all taking place, in the past at the moment. So Sasuma comes up and, he says, another plaything is trying to make trouble, he says to himself. One second. Okay. I'm sorry. I need to go parent for a quick minute.
I'll just bring your work to torture day. Bring your kids to torture a work day.
Hey, stranger things have happened. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, so Sasuma comes to the door, and he's muttering to himself in a fairly calm manner as the struggle is going on. And he unlocks this door, moving into the antechamber, locking the door behind him. Now remember, playthings, we are supposed to do things well. Now, he comes up to the door, and he attempts to unlock it, noticing that it's already unlocked, and he attempts to push on the door. Now, if I recall correctly, They are still standing in front of the door, so it should be blocking it. Oh, you can't hear me because I'm tabbing through all of my controls. He's still going to attempt to strength check through this.
Which one is that? Is that the guard, or is that the actual
It's the torturer.
torturer?
Correct.
Okay.
Am I contesting this?
Sure. That probably makes more sense.
Just flat strength?
Yes, yeah, flat strength against strength.
How does it feel to get off by beaten by 1?
I'm used to it. That's fine.
That's actually long grapple.
Oh, look at that. A 15 that failed. How does it feel?
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
I wouldn't know.
So he's pushing on the door. What is going on in there? Guard, what is
barred door, or is this a wooden door?
That's a wooden door, lockable.
So you can't really see through it.
No, he can't really. Well, I'm going to go ahead and own up. I said you can't see through it, so I'm going to own it, even though that makes 0 sense for a jail cell. But that's what I said.
I'm fine. If you don't make it bars, I'm fine. That's okay.
Okay. It does make more sense to at least have something where they could see through. I just wasn't thinking clearly about it.
A wooden door with a barred window at head height.
Yes, that's what I was envisioning. So he peers through and sees the struggle, going, Now, plaything. This is not how we do things in my cell and in my arena. We do not do these things. So I'm going to have to ask you to calm down a little bit. And from his provisioning and from his position, he casts Hold Person.
Okay, hold on.
It's okay, I've got to read it too.
Alright, so wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Ooh. Pretty.
That was her character sheet, by the way, not mine.
No, I believe you, honestly. I'm pretty confident that succeeds.
It's just saying your name because
I know, I swapped over to say Fiona now. Because
right.
I only have a +1 to wisdom. She's got a +3.
Where the hell is the DC check on this? This would be...
Oh, it's going to be...
10... spell save.
8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Alright, so the spellcasting modifier... You know, we're just going to say it was 13 for now, because I've muffed this spell sheet, this character sheet. We'll just say it's 13. So that's so Siona easily saves this, and he's taken aback. Now, my playthings normally don't fight back. They are usually not so resilient as you. And he kind of smiles a little bit. This should be fun. As he turns around and calls out to his guards to come in. So, Siona, how do you respond right now?
She is going to attempt to grapple the guard again.
Okay.
She's probably not going to succeed.
I don't know. I feel an 8 coming on. How about a 5?
Ow. Ow.
So the guard has been re-grappled. And I'm guessing at this point I can no longer avoid not being in initiative.
Probably.
All right.
Are we caught up to, like, are we going to be acting or just Siona?
At this point, I think it's just Siona, because I don't think y'all have caught up.
Then I don't think it matters. You could just... Siona goes, everyone else goes, Siona goes.
Yeah.
Ideally, if we did it as a group, the last thing we said was, hey, Core, and Core's now got blood on his face from Thongrim. You go there, you say something to distract the guard. So if anything, if we were doing it as a group, Siona would be pow, 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 Corn would be walking down, and we'd still be up there huddled around the corner.
I think this is while we were talking. And also I would not have blood on my face because this guy's self would hide it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's a good point. So yeah, this was all taking place while y'all were conversating.
The Thongrim's looking at him going, I'm putting blood on your face, but I can't see it.
And he starts to more forcefully try to smudge it on there. He's like, I keep cutting myself and I keep studying it on there. What is going on? And that is my Thongrim impression. Ta-da!
Close enough.
So let me think about the timing on this.
I mean, we can roll initiative if we put everyone in it. I mean, even the orc and the half-orc and whatever, but it's really just going to be Siona does something, everyone else does something.
Yeah, I like that. Let's just keep going with this at this point in time. All right, so we've got this. Siona has grappled him. Is she going? That was her action. Is she going to do anything else?
Just kind of, I can't really move the way I want to do it, but it's like push him up to the door as much as possible. And can she bonus action throw the keys to the orc?
Sure. Yeah.
Then bonus action keys to the orc.
All right. 1 second. I only have 20 windows open. Because unlike Ash, I have more than one monitor.
I don't even have a full-size monitor.
So as you throw it, we're going to say... That'd be a, sleight of hand to toss it, or dexterity? What are we saying for you to toss it? Because he's going to do it. He's got to do a catch on that.
Those are both the same for me, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So we'll say he's got one hand, so he's going to have disadvantage on trying to catch this thing, and we'll say, what do you say, DC 13?
You shouldn't tell us the DCs, but
well, I'm saying
fail whatever it is with a 6.
Well, I'm saying for him to catch it. I'm just trying to call it before I roll it. So you fling it, kind of offhand, which that'll cause we'll say that causes the disadvantage. And so the orc is going to do a sleight of hand to try to catch it at disadvantage. With a 13. So the orc sees Siona kind of muff the throw because she's currently grappling, so she kind of tosses it, and he's able to stretch out with his free hand, kind of pulling the manacles taut as he reaches out and manages to just get his spiny fingers around the keys right before they drop out of his reach. So he now has the keys there. Okay, so the whip guard is now pushed up against the door. We'll say the orc has reached out and caught it and is trying to fumble with the keys. Alright. So he's trying to fumble to get the keys to muddle with his lock and is unsuccessful, while this while this other orc attempts to break free. And with her limited strength, just keeps on jamming and making noise with the manacles and is unable to break free. All right, so Satsuma unlocks the door and calls out to his other guards, and they make their way. One second, let me see what else is going on. So he's moved out there calling out to them. Did somebody say something?
No.
Okay, I just heard something.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Ooh. All right, so he's called out to them, and he's going to use the rest of his movement to continue to come back to the door here. He peers through and is going to cast Grease inside.
Who?
All right, so he's going to cast it, and I keep forgetting: is it 10 feet from a point or from any point?
From a point, like the intersection of. Pick four squares. That's basically.
Okay, all right, I got you. That's what I thought.
Are these squares 10 feet or 5 feet?
They're usually 5 feet.
Okay.
5 feet. All right, so he
Who
cast
that?
Satsuma.
Oh, I thought we were going into initiative before we kept going on.
No, I kind of agreed with Will. We're just kind of doing Siona, everybody else. Siona, everybody else.
We won't get a chance to act for at least a few more rounds.
Correct. All right, so
dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
That's going to be a fail.
Whap! So she kind of gets that little pratfall, and all of a sudden this grease pours out over this 10-foot area, and as she's grappling with the guy, her foot kind of slips out from under her, and she just right on her back. Now, how does that deal with grapple?
As far as I know, they're still grappled.
Down with her.
So
With her.
he comes down with her. Okay, I'm okay with that. That sounds reasonable. That may make it more difficult for her to get up, but he's not in that space, so she's still holding on to him. Yes.
Just a quick Google says I'm knocked prone. The other person is not, but I'm still grappling.
Okay, so he's standing up. Would we say that?
Also, if you Google grappling while knocked prone, the first autocomplete is grappling while knocked up.
I'm not sure I want to roleplay this anymore.
grappling while pregnant. So make sure you just keep on typing. Okay, so I'm prone. He's still grappled, but standing.
All right, so does it give on his strength check or on his next turn if he tries to break free, would that grant him advantage? It doesn't say, but I mean logically that makes sense.
I mean, you can call it, but I'm just as written. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, I'm just thinking about it right now. All right, so those two guards. So he's cast grease. He's standing outside the door. That's happening there. These other two whip guards have heeded the call, and they're yelling, Master Torture, what's going on? And he relays that Siona, whose name they do not know, our latest prisoner is causing a ruckus. And it gets the attention of the Manticore, who stays back a little bit, but starting to look and see what's causing all the what's causing everything, but he's clearly irritated by the uproar. So I'd say everybody has gone. Siona, you are on your back, holding on to the guard. What would you like to do?
Would like to stand up. That's half my movement. And then I will swap places with Ripguard, put him in the grease, and get my back to the door.
Okay.
Since I can move him around as I see fit.
Alright, so he enters and has to do a dexterity save. And manages to plant his feet in the grease. He kind of, as you're manhandling him around, he kind of keeps his feet planted and kind of slicks through the grease. And you're continuing to press up against the door. Do you do anything else?
I guess I will kick him. I don't have that still. Did I sneak a dagger in with her, or is she unarmed?
I believe, unless anybody else's memory is better, I believe she has a dagger. I know that she does not have her sword.
Right, I have that.
And I don't recall, I think she kept her breastplate on, and I know that we didn't check her going in for it. We just kind of put her in there.
Actually,
It's kind of like chainmail, but she has a chain attached.
Yeah, so can I just try and wrap that manacle around his neck again?
Okay. I don't suppose... he's already grappled.
I know, but I actually want to choke him.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot and see what happens.
That's probably... I keep rolling 20s on my other one.
Well, that is not gonna do it. So, he's grappled, and he's going to turn around, and with his... He's still grappled. He's, not trying to break free yet. He's going to turn around. He's going to take his long sword, and he's just going to try to jam it into her. Because he doesn't, he's just raw.
Well, that hits.
So that hits. For 9.
Alright. And since he ends his turn in grease, he must roll or fall prone.
And so he can't move at all, right?
Right.
Okay, so yes, so he's ending his turn, so he has to do yet another check. So as he's slashing into her, with the momentum of it, it kind of knocks him off balance, and now he goes prone. So he is now wallowing in the grease, while the orc on the other side is doing another. He's still fumbling with the keys as best as he can. Still not managing to successfully get the key in the lock, or a key into the lock. The half orc at the top, at the north end of the chamber, continues to yell. Is trying to continue to break free. While yelling, he looks at the other orc. If you can't get your keys, why don't you give them to somebody who can actually work a lock? So the half orc rolls another strength check. The manacles don't break free from the wall, but there's some dust that's starting to... It feels like the bolts are loosening a little bit the more and more she beats the chain. So, looking what's going on, Sasuma appears in the door. Now, could you get out of the grease? This is not how this was supposed to work. And he just looks at... it just appears to be frustrated with the entire situation. And says, "Fine, maybe this will get your attention." And waves his hand and casts acid at an acid splash at Siona.
DC 25.
I told you, this seems flubbed.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the same DC as everything else.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So,
so 2 more acid.
2 more acid on there, and he's gonna move out of the way. And I don't know how to fix this character sheet, so I'm not gonna worry about it. He's gonna walk out, leave the door open, while this guard walks up and attempts to push open the door. Unlikely though it may be. Oi! You're a stout girl, aren't you?
Come on here and you'll find out.
I'm trying. If you'd step aside, I'll show you what I'm made of.
I gotta finish your friend off here first.
Oh, frisky lass, eh? Now the other guard muddles his way in and tries his hand at pushing the door open. This guy manages to get some leverage and starts shoving the door open. Looks at his partner and is like, "You couldn't topple a girl? What's wrong with you?" As he pushes them and pushes the door open. So I don't know what happens at this point. Would he be able to move her out of the way, or is the door just open?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's up to you. Squeeze through or something? Because he could try and squeeze through, and I could try and close it on his friend.
Yeah. What's everybody else think? Let's poll the audience real quick. How do you think would happen?
I mean, you still have a strength check to push against weight, right?
I mean, I think that's technically what we just did.
So then I guess if you can push that, then you would just slide. The door would open, and you would slide
them 5 feet.
The door would push you in the direction that the door opens. So if they're still grappled, they would move down.
I would move down.
Well, is she grappled to you?
Siona's grappling the guard in the grease, but there's no reason he would necessarily move.
Yeah. Well, if she's still holding on to him, right, then in theory he would slide in the grease. That door would then be open, and she would be behind it.
What's the
with the little particles between.
Push the door? Is he trying to push the door open far enough to move through it, or is he trying to open the door all the way open? What's the guard's goal?
He was trying to push it open.
So he won the strength test.
Yes.
Check. So the door's open.
Right. So the question is, and would they move or would the door open? I mean,
there's always a question of is the door 5 feet wide?
Right. That's what I was just thinking. So why don't we just, for giggles, just leave it alone? Say she doesn't move. The door is now open. Okay. So the door's open, and everybody's not happy, but everybody can see each other clearly now.
Except I'm behind the door. Like the door would be between me and the guard because he pushed it open and kind of pushed me over a little bit.
Okay.
If the door didn't go through me, I'm not standing. Or did it? Did I jump out of the way, I guess? And kind of like the way Cora was hiding behind it. Is she hiding behind the door now? Or did she get pushed back far enough for the door to swing open all the way?
I would say she was pushed back far enough for the door to swing open all the way.
Okay, then I didn't. Yes, he can see me.
Yeah, going with the argument that the door is not 5 feet wide. All right, so now that he can see you, he's like, "Hi there, lassie."
It's like, hey, how you doing?
Stab. And miss.
Wasn't opening the door his action?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pantomime like, stab.
Stab with that whip guard.
Yeah. Well, he had a sword. A sword, he would. Okay, so that didn't happen. You're right, because he was trying to open the door as his action. And the Manticore's just kind of roaring in anticipation. And Siona is back up around doing something. Now,
How loud is that roar?
it's, I would say it's loud enough. Let me see.
That our cover's definitely blown.
Well,
Well, they might just think the Manticore's roaring because it's a Manticore.
Right. But you guys who are down in the hallway, y'all would have...
I mean, are we in the hallway by this time? I mean, that's the thing. Like, wherever we're at, but whatever other people are in there would react maybe to the sound of this. I'm just,
Well, I mean, it's not an uncommon occurrence, since there are manticores in the castle, that you would hear them roar, and the people have, I would say, become accustomed to them particularly roaring out of that part of the castle, out of that part of the dungeon, as I would.
And would we have heard it up here or anywhere where we were? I mean, we've always had someone at least in these hallways during that time.
And you're talking 300 feet at most. So that's a football field. So let's just imagine a lion roaring at one end of a football field.
And echoing off the walls.
And echoing on the walls. Chris, you would hear that, right?
More than likely. And that's not a football field. A football field's 100 yards. That's 100 feet.
Maybe it's a really small football field.
Canadian football.
100,
Definitely hear it.
170 feet.
Yeah, Canadian football, yes.
So you're both wrong.
Oh, is that what it is from top to bottom? 170?
170 from where I'm at. Top to bottom's 190.
But going...
175.
Yes, but
If
going...
we're far along, I guess.
Yes, but with what Eldon's saying, you tack that on top of it.
Depending on where we are at the time that this is happening. I mean, we haven't got up where our sinking point is, so we were probably not to the corner yet.
I'd say you were not here, but you were probably... Someone is in this area. So, at the very
There's
least...
only some way to see if we perceived it or not.
Yes, I know. I was about to say... Yes, the person who would be able to do that would at least be Eldon. So, Eldon, roll us a perception check. As we're retconning this as we go.
Sweet. Okay, whatever. What was I doing? Perception?
Perception.
There it is.
So Eldon doesn't hear shit.
I've been told that before. CHS, can't hear shit.
Yes, I would say that while you're so much busier, you're focused on something else. You're focused on your conversation with Thongrim coming in, with the tactics going on. Your attention is elsewhere, so you don't notice anything that's happening on the outside. So at that point, we're getting closer to syncing up here. So Siona, go for it. What are you doing? What's up?
All right. She wants to take her ring of petrification and put it on the guard's finger. The one she's got grappled.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
I'm going to say, do I get advantage because he's prone?
I would argue that you would get disadvantage because he's prone.
But he's also covered with grease, which should slide right on.
But you have to hold his hand while you're doing it. This is a circular argument. I think it's going to wash out. So he would also, if he's doing that, He's got his hand. Would that be a strength to do what, Ash suggested last week? He's just clenching his fist shut, or is that a dexterity? I'd say dexterity.
I think he's flipping everybody off.
Well, you thought wrong.
He got in the grease that his own guy could cast. So
it's an intelligence check, which he's not good at.
So that's a push. So that's a save, right?
Reroll.
This isn't war. I think tie goes to the runner.
No, you double down. So you both roll again, and then if it doesn't happen, then the ring goes flying across the room.
I'll carry you, Mr. Frodo. No, we're going to say no worky. You tried to get it on there and you slipped right past. Good try, though. Would you like to move?
No, I would not like to move. I am going to stand here. And, actually, yes, I will move down 1 square.
Okay. Are you leaving Mr. Whip there?
Oh, yeah, he's fine where he's at. I'm staying grappled, but just moving down 1.
All right. So.
And I guess I'll pull bolt in my other hand. No, I'm done. That's it.
Okay. Alrighty. So as we're doing this, the orc is still fumbling. Fine. And he's just grumbling to himself.
Wait, why'd you move down?
So I'm not flanked.
But you'll let people through the door?
The door's already open.
The door's open. They can difficult terrain through. I figure that means better than getting hit with advantage.
Okay.
So the half orc is still making her way, trying to get and pulling on this manacle, trying to yank it out of the wall. And there's more dust, and it's coming loose, and it's not there yet. But she thinks one more good tug, it should break free. All the while, this guy comes through, and 5, and they're medium, so he'd have to charge past her, right? It's not difficult terrain, right? If he wanted.
Moving through somebody
Yeah.
is difficult terrain.
Okay, so that would be. He could go past you?
I'm checking. I'm pretty sure it's difficult terrain, but I don't know. It's been a while. Moving, okay, in the player's handbook, moving through a square of another creature, hostile or not, is difficult terrain.
All right, easy peasy. All right, so this guy comes back and it's like, oh, go ahead. Chris, were you saying something?
Nope.
I keep hearing some stuff, clearly.
Kill yourself.
That's not a suggestion I can do anything with.
Pull your dick out in the mall.
More things to delete from the video.
Is that the voice you keep hearing?
I'm just giggling to myself. Leave it. All right, so a 22 is a hit. So the guard pushes his way through and pushes his way through your space, gets behind you, and tries to stab you, and succeeds in hitting you for another 6 damage, slashing. All right. The guard who's on the ground is going to attempt once again to pull himself free. Nah. So he's just going to lay down. Well, the other one moves in here and attempts to attack Siona one more time. With advantage. For another 6. At some point, you best give up, lassie, because this is not going to go well for you. Just submit.
She just glares at him.
And Samsuma comes in. Now, pretty lady, this is not going well for you. You should just give up. I would really hate to injure you any more than we already have. Does she glare at him through the doorway too?
Same, just death glare.
I see. This is how it's going to be then. Okay, boys. Have your fun. And with that, he leaves you to his guards and calls his pet over to guard the door a little bit, and he makes his way back as if he's going about his business. Now, all of this said, I'd say you guys are probably at the corner now. And let's see here. Give me just one more second. All right, I'd say, I know this is not rules as written, but I'd say at this point we'll be synced up. So let's go ahead and get into. All right, so at this point, as the Manticore gets up closer to the door, he lets out another deafening roar in here to try, just to announce his presence in the cell, which reverberates inside the cell, getting everybody's attention, shaking the orc, who's even more scared than he has been. But the Manticore lets out another deafening roar. Which I believe Thongrim would hear from this point.
Are we all rolling that, or?
You can. The person here is a little startled and turns around and starts heading back, like trying to find out what's happening. Y'all.
Siona did not hear it.
Maybe she's too busy death staring at people that she's gotten into a trance.
Oh shit! Did you hear that?
Sounds like we're officially in Plan B, boys! Charge!
I just do my best to keep up with Thongrim.
What?
Are we still in initiative order?
We haven't really been in initiative order. Let me. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative. Let's see what's happening here.
This is going to suck for Siona. Now she suddenly gets hit twice in a row.
Now
Well, the problem Siona's going to have is those two guards just swung at her. Now she's got a 2, so they're going to swing at her again before she has a chance to react.
Well, they could roll ones. It's possible.
All 3 of them.
Essentially, yeah. Look like he did though. Whip guard at 20.
Yeah, Siona might not survive this round.
So, Thongrim, did you get around the corner?
I don't know. I started moving slowly down, and then he said roll initiative. So that's where I was when he said roll initiative.
But going around the corner, we've got the other guy there in the.
Well, he should just put us where he wants us instead of us cheating the system. Gee, I sense an important name right there.
I tried to hide it as much as I could, and damn it still didn't work.
Again, we're going to have a problem with Siona being dead here if you let those guards get 2 turns before her. Maybe we should have been in initiative the whole time.
Maybe. Let me,
Well, wait. Actually, it's kind of fortunate. Then why don't we just?
I guess we could start on this guy's turn.
Yeah.
And then the Manticore goes.
Yeah. I think we can do that.
That'll keep it all nice and fair.
Yeah. No. You're right. I was. Let me see where he is.
Wait, didn't he do something?
He stabs Siona.
That is correct.
Okay, then the Manticore roared.
Okay. So the Manticore moved up, and I mean, I wouldn't say a roar is his action. No, it was just announcing himself.
Yeah, speaking is a free action.
Yeah.
Wait, that thing in the hallway is the Manticore?
No.
No, it's just a person.
Okay.
Manticore, this is.
You guys have not dealt with that person yet.
We'll just deal with that person as we run by them.
Was Thongrim? Are we still up all around the corner? Or are we supposed to?
I will let you move. Give yourselves another, round of movement. I mean, I'd say y'all are down a little bit.
A full round?
I'm gonna grant movement, not dash.
Okay. 1, 2, 4.
To kind of keep
25.
right. I'm trying to keep you guys up with where Thongrim was, because that would have, that was a little.
Eldon's gonna be so late to the party.
What's that? Yeah, my move is great. So we now see this person.
Yes, y'all see that person.
So resolve the Manticore, then tell us what we see, and then we'll go from. Does that sound right?
Yes. Yes, it does. Not sure that the Manticore would go into the cell, but would probably sit there outside of it. After being in here for a while, it probably wouldn't want to go through the that little room there. All right, so it's going to stick there. Siona, you are up.
Alright, question about these charms. Are they actions to use or bonus actions or what?
Some of them are passive that just happen. Some of them are spend as reactions. So which one
This one, I don't... where'd it go? Paladin Crest, single use, replenish half your lay on hands or half your divine sense. Doesn't say what it uses.
Okay. I'm not sure if you heard any of that. It is a bonus action.
Bonus action, okay.
Sorry about that. I did not have my toggle on.
Alright, and then for Siona's turn, she's going to use her Paladin Crest to replenish her lay on hands. And then use her full 20 lay on hands on herself.
Okay. So that expends the charm.
Okay.
All right, and that is your action. Would you care to move?
No, I'm good right here.
Eldon, welcome back to the party, buddy.
What did we see as we came around this corner?
You came around the corner and you're looking down a long hallway. You see a person dressed in robes who was heading north, but after the roar of the Manticore, turned around and started rushing back towards the door like something was happening.
Oh, so it's facing away from us.
It is facing away from you guys.
So we perceive that there's danger.
I mean, between that roar and that person running towards the roar, that's probably not a good sign.
Rarely out in front of everybody, so...
All right, sorry, I'm going to add somebody to initiative just in case. This person doesn't know what's happening, but I'm going to go ahead and put them there in case something happens.
Okay. I thought you could initiative people in.
Well, yeah, but the fact that y'all are about to run by them and, what kind of person it is, it makes more sense for you to have the information than not.
Well, I thought that was...
Ah, damn it.
Rolled.
I hate Roll20.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Still Eldon's turn regardless.
Is it?
Yes. Because
DM picks on ties.
Okay. I will, since there's 3 of you, feel some sort of danger, so cast less on those who are here. And then,
even Raz?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's who's here.
Gotcha, just not normal.
No, I understand that, but that's the, it's either him or me, and
Yep, you're good.
yeah.
So they've all got the red dot of blessing.
Since that's an action, my move 2, 3. So that's my. So
Except we just said difficult terrain to go through allies. To keep it fair.
Yeah, but we're all moving together. I mean,
yeah,
Fair enough.
would that be something that we're all to be moving? Isn't everybody standing still? I don't think, unless are you guys going to stand still?
I'm not.
We're letting it slide this time.
But if you guys use dash, you guys will be so far out. Whatever. Anyway, okay. That's
All right. So this other guy is still not paying attention to you all, and is rushing to see what's the matter. So let's go. 10, 15, 20. Dash is twice the movement action, right?
Yes.
and it uses the action.
Yep.
Unless it's who'd get does someone get it as a bonus action?
Rogues do.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this guy, he's going to stand up using half of his action, half of his movement.
He can't. He's grappled.
Oh,
He has
he's
zero
grappled.
movement.
Oh, so he's just on the ground.
Yep.
So he can still reach up and stab, though. Yes.
At disadvantage.
All right. Or try to break free. Nope. Nope. He's going to stab. Whip just doesn't make sense in close quarters right here. So 12 is a miss.
That is a miss.
Thongrim.
I will dash.
Dash. All right.
Yep, that's it. I got tiny legs.
Is your move 25?
Yeah.
So the half-orc is continuing to work on the chains.
Wait, maybe that's one more. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I owe myself one more.
So maybe at level 5, Ash, you'd have 10 more movement.
If only. Alright, so it's not able to break free just yet, continues to work on it. Corin, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to, let's see, move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 30. I'm going to dash. It's 30, and I'm going to bonus action dash. So I get to right there.
Okay.
And you look like Tim.
I look like Tim. Tim is
Yes.
very fast.
Tim is running really fast right now. Okay. Raz. It's been a while. How you doing?
I will also dash. And I'm done. Look at that.
Something seems to be happening. The orc continues to work on the keys in frustration and continues to not do anything. The guard behind Siona. Ah! Why won't you go down, lassie? He yells into her back. He yells into her back and goes, "You will submit to us, come on!" And since he has advantage, that is a hit. And cuts her for 7. Sasuma.
Ouch.
Samsuma. Alright. Okay, so Sasuma comes through, and I was looking at his character sheet. I apologize. He continues to work at his desk as if nothing is out of the ordinary, because this is just what happens on a daily basis. So the knights are in there trying to subdue a character. He's continuing on his work and is going to move on by. While the whip guard follows suit with his other buddy and attempts to slash out at Siona. Who manages to evade the attack. Okay, the Manticore continues just kind of making sound. Doesn't really want to go into that room. So it's going to just yell again in his roary roar. So everybody can hear that. Who is paying attention? So Siona, you are up.
Alright, well, she's going to attempt to put the ring on the finger again.
Alright.
13 again.
And it was a dexterity check, right? That's what we...
Yes, that's what she did last time.
Oh, finally!
Alright, he turns to stone.
Womp womp. Okay, so you manage to force the ring of petrification onto the guard who is covered in grease, and he turns to stone with the ring on his finger. Do you keep hold of him?
No, can I take the longsword out of his hand?
Well, if he was gripping it, he is now stoned, so that would be it'd have to be a strength check, right?
Okay, then, yeah, I've used my turn. So,
Yeah.
let's see, what do I do? You know, she is... Oh, decisions. She's going to risk it. She is going to attempt to move... out through... No, never. That's bad. Never mind that. She's just going to stay there.
Okay. Eldon. You just heard another roar.
Oh boy. Glad I was able to bless you before you ran off. Fantastic. That's a dash, right?
Yes.
About as far as I can get.
All right. What happened? All right. So, I'm assuming, do you have a bonus action before I just plow right past you?
Not anything that I would know or use right now, so no.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this guy continues rushing through the door, opens the door and walks in, and using his free action, yells at Satsuma. He sees this Manticore to his right, going, okay, well, it's obviously kind of pissed off at the moment, and he yells at Satsuma, what's going on? Why is he yelling so much? Why is he roaring? What's happened? And just a single word reply, it's like, it's another plaything trying to break free. Oh. Okay. And let's see. And he's just like, well, by all means, I'm going to hang out and see what's happening here. Moving on to the Petrified Guard, who's going to sit there, being all petrified. Thongrim, you are up.
Seeing one of their coats petrified.
What's that?
Seeing their covert guard petrified, would that cause a reaction?
I'm sure it would. I mean, they would not be pleased by it, but I'm not sure that they would be scared, more angered than anything. Did we lose you, Ash? I see you're typing.
No, I'm good. I moved. Sorry.
All right.
This hallway's longer than like all the maps we played on combined.
Yeah, no.
It's like 5 turns of dashing.
Well, for you slow people.
I'm sorry, guys.
You are not.
We should have been able to run halfway down it before initiative started.
So the orc is still dorking with the keys. He's being useless to everybody, but he's become self-centered, trying to work himself out of the manacles.
He's only got one more key left to try.
Yeah. All right, Corin.
All right, I'm going to... Let's see, I think I said that was 55, so I can get... cursor. I can get... That's 55 if I bonus action dash. Can I squeeze through that, or is that...
No, that would be contested through that person. That'd be difficult terrain.
Alright, then I will use my other action to dash to just come into the room. Still looking like a guard, obviously. So people aren't going to be like, kill me.
Yes.
And I'll yell like I'm out of breath, like, the captain, Jeremy let people, traitors in the back. This woman you've captured was a distraction, and he's been grievously injured. We need help.
Who? Okay.
I'm just saying that to everybody out of breath as I've been sprinting here.
Yes, but who did you say was
The captain, Bill.
No, the captain Nellis is he's the quartermaster is Bill.
Okay, the captain, like the captain of the.
Yes. So, but you mentioned Jeremy. You said Jeremy.
Jeremy betrayed us. He let people in, and they have attacked the captain. And this traitor we captured was a diversion, and then Jeremy let the other people in.
Okay. All right. So you're saying that to that. Okay.
So I guess I'm tongue at the Satsuma, but
yes,
kind of out loud enough for everyone to hear.
Yes, I agree with that. While this is going to be a little out of order, since you've done that, I'm going to let him roll me a persuasion check.
That was still my character sheet, but not
right.
Good.
Satsuma. That would be against his.
Usually insight?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. It's like that checks out. Okay, so you've dashed in, you've alerted, and it's Raz.
I will go down 30 feet. And so at this point, because disguise Corn is in, I would be over here actually. Do I see anything through the door? I'm doing my best to look through the door.
I'm sure it's wide open for me going through.
It is, but I've got a pretty narrow field of vision.
You're not that small. I guess you are looking through people's...
Yeah.
Duck down and look through their legs.
He's looking over Thongrum, down... How much did you say? Was that 60 feet? Through a doorway.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, no, he's... Yeah, I guess he's over Thongrum.
Yeah.
Longest corridor.
So who do I see?
They dug this underground under this castle.
They did.
D&D is really good at excavating to make Elon Musk jealous.
Yeah, I mean, this is the boring
who
company.
Do I see through the door?
You see what appears to be an acolyte. You see the tail of a manticore, and then past them, in the longest room that we have seen yet, you see some stretching tables. You see some type of wooden table down at the end. You can't really identify it, but if it's a torture chamber, you've got a kind of a general idea of what to expect.
You've already said the magic word. By seeing the tail of the manticore, would you gather that who would be a valid target? Magically speaking?
Magically speaking...
Good God, I can't even read.
I see what you're getting at, and we will let fate decide.
You could play tag in this room.
So I go down the hallway and sing the Manticore.
Well, hang
It was
on.
my focus the whole time.
Yes, but
I rub a little snozzberry oil on my lips.
well, hang on. Before you do anything, we're going to say if you can see him or not. So I'm going to roll a d20.
Okay.
Greater than 10, you can see him.
Okay, that's fine.
Let fate decide.
Don't waste those low rolls on that. Waste them on the people attacking Siona.
Yeah. Is he just around this corner here?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to see him. That's fair. That's fair. I will do my best to keep dashing towards the door, and that will be my thing. And I'm done.
All right. Oh, shit. I did things out of order. I think. Hang on. Half orc and... No, I did do it out of order. God damn it.
Oh, dude, you did the key check on.
Yes, I did the key check on the half orc, and so
That fitted.
yeah. So I'm gonna. It's not changing what they did, but
Right.
yeah.
One's doing dex checks, the other's doing strength checks. Right.
Yes. So the one that's doing strength checks finally broke free. But we're going to say that was the action, and it's going to move forward. It's going to move forward just a little bit, but it can't attack. So, going to try to draw the person out.
Does he get the chain along with?
We're going to say it's wrapped around this arm, just like because she broke the manacle free, so she's not out of the manacle, but it's free from the wall. So yeah, we're going to say that this is just like Siona was using it as a improvised weapon. That's we're going to use that as the same. But just to make sure that we don't change the events of anybody else, she's not attacking. She's not doing it. It's not that she could. So. The whip guard, who's below Siona, has had good luck so far, is going to continue just trying to pistol whip her with the sword. And the luck has run out.
About time.
And we'll stay still. Satsuma, who was convinced, heard this from Tim, is going, wow, Jeremy is just, this is amazing. Oh, I'm not even acknowledging that.
I'll go throw up real fast.
So how did message work again? I know it's not through stone or anything, but it's how
5 feet of stone, a foot of wood. No, 1 foot of stone, 5 feet of wood.
Right, but how long? How far can it go?
60 feet.
60 feet or 100?
Let me check. Spells. Not very far.
Not very far.
120 feet. So not even down the hallway.
Right.
Right. It doesn't even get...
Because the hallway is 3 miles.
or 2 football fields.
The room's 85 feet wide. But,
okay, so Samsuma is going to Tim, who's just coming. You mean to tell me that Jeremy has betrayed us? And who did you get a look at who they let in? He's very concerned, and does.
Do I get to reply?
Yeah, go ahead and reply.
Like I saw 2 of them. There was one looked like to be a half orc, one looked to be a crazed looking dwarf. But there was 3 or 4 more shadows I couldn't see in the background up close. I just got the call. I was coming up, heard captain's been stabbed, ran for help.
That's interesting. We do have a half orc. Okay, this is all right. Alright, so that's up to... Alright, so he's going to sit there and he's going to move down a little bit. Not really sure why he's moving down, but he's going to move down a little bit to continue planning. While the whip guard in there continues the onslaught onto Siona. With a crit. Ha-ha! Whack! As he comes down and just gets her right in the clavicle area. Who do we lose? Who do we gain? Oh, Siona.
Lindsay's joining.
It's me.
Hey!
It's me. It's me.
It's you! You've just been beaten to hell and back.
That is what I heard.
That's what you get for not showing up.
I had like
It's
responsibilities and stuff.
That's
Ash if
okay.
he wants to join the guild.
Yeah, you should.
He's getting the itch again.
Yeah, catching up on everything that happened since catching up on everything that happened since Lich King and beyond.
So much.
Hey, Siona. You got a number 2. You're finally up.
It's kind of
Is it my turn or?
It's your turn.
Okay, I'm coming in. Hang on.
Wait, what did that? Oh, Manticore just moved.
Yes.
I want to try and grapple.
The one to the north of you is the one who just critically attacked you.
What do I do for that?
I think it's just a strength check. Alright, sorry about that.
While you were gone, all the bad guys died.
You know, you missed your opportunity to tell me you were level 5, so I guess that's gone now. Sorry.
Level 5!
Nope.
Well, all that XP we earned from killing all the
So
bad guys
when you
instantly.
level up, you get all your health back, right? And all your spells. That's how that works in this game.
You said death first. That's all I heard. Okay, so you did an athletics check, so he needs to go through and do also one of those things.
And do worse than me.
Yeah, you roll a 1d8 for saving throw.
A 1d1? Got it.
1d1.
It's a 1d20 minus 12 due to your
Minus 12.
due to your shock at seeing your friend.
Damn it!
He has disadvantage, just that's all.
He looks at you and goes, "What the hell? Get your
I just
filthy
wanted a
hands."
hug.
Oh,
I just
cool.
wanted a hug.
I'll hug you, all right.
Bonus action. I want to do
What you want to do?
Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Would have been nice to remember that earlier.
I think all your rolls were like in the 20s or the 3s.
Okay. So, Shield of Faith. All right. And that is... Do you want to move? Come on. You want to move. You want to move. Move. Come on, move.
No, I don't.
Come on, move.
Mm-mm.
No? No movement? Damn. Okay.
No.
All right, fine.
Almost I can move through this wall and out into the dungeon. So, no.
No. Eldon, would you like to move?
You know that scene in Grail, riding his horse, or sort of clicking along, and he just keeps going through. That's me running down the hall. Eventually, I'll get there. Why can't I control the character?
Have faith, buddy. You'll get there.
Guess I'm there-ish.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
I don't. Yeah, that was a dash. Right, so that was it.
Okay.
Do we see anything down that hallway? I guess I didn't.
That's a good question. But no, you don't see anything. You don't see anything yet. Does give me an opportunity to do some other cleanup behind the scenes.
Wait, is the diagonal considered the same length?
Yes.
Or,
I don't think it alternates like it does in Pathfinder, where it's 5 and 10 feet, 5 and 10 feet.
okay. I will.
Alright, so it's the Acolyte's turn. So the Acolyte's going to wander in there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, to see what's going on. It sees a whole mess of situation going there, and it's like, well, this just won't do. And casts Firebolt at Siona.
Can you go diagonal through the wall?
He's within 5 feet, right? That's how we've done it right there before, yes.
You can't see me.
He missed anyway.
Good, because he can't see me. There's a wall.
But the door's open.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes, or is it?
Hey, that door is open, by the way.
Okay. Well, I'm pressed up against the wall, so he'd have to lean in.
John Cena, indeed.
Wait, what is he, MSNBC?
Whipguard A is still petrified. Thongrim.
One, two. All right, go.
All right, so
Wait, hold on.
One more. One more.
One more.
come on.
I was trying to see.
Hey.
Hold on.
From that angle, you can see. Yes. And I'm
I
going to
think
say
you'd be
yes.
able to see him even on the other side of the wall, the hall.
Yes. Yes. No.
Yeah, you'd be fine on the other side.
Yes.
But I don't have anything because I had to run twice. Never mind.
That's okay.
Yeah, you dashed. So.
You dashed. You died. Wait, no, you dashed.
You don't have any bonus action?
That was his bonus action.
My movement and my action were there, so now I just have bonus action, so I can go blah, 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 make a loud taunting noise
Do you have
in the general direction of a Manticore.
Do you have a charm or anything to expend?
I ain't got nothing.
You ain't found shit. Got it. All right.
But I can make noise and go neener, neener, neener.
Hold on then. You're doing the neener neeners. Never mind. That's too much. Too much work. Never mind. Corin, go. Go, Tim.
Alright, well, I guess I will move in to, let's say, 1, 2, 3. I can go 1, 2, 3 to there. That's 15. 25. Bonus action dash 35. I can get right there.
Yes.
As I'm standing right here, I take the longsword I'm holding, which is Siona's longsword, and I just kind of drop it on the ground, kind of in her direction. And as I come up here, I pull my short sword and stab Mr. Guard in the back.
Oh, wait a second. You movement and you did a bonus. You did. Oh, the bonus action was your other dash.
Right. So I still have my action.
Yes. And a free action was to drop something on the ground.
Right. I dropped Siona's longsword to where she could hopefully get to it. Because let's see, 25. So I can go 15, 25, 35. Drop the longsword. 45, 50. So that's my chain of events.
Got it. Yes, I'm following, and then you're stabbing.
Wait, wouldn't you get an opportunity attack for the bottom guy?
Yes, I would. So I guess he should do that first.
Which guy are we looking at?
I was on Siona's square. Then the guy below me gets a opportunity attack when I move away.
Yes. So you drop the sword at her feet, not at the one.
In the same.
But he still looks like Tim.
I do still look like Tim, though, so take that into account. In fact, let's do it this way. Just make this less clear. Up here, more clear. So I go there. It's 25 feet. I move in the 35, 45. I'm in Siona Square. I bump into her, like, oh shit, drop the sword. And then I have nothing to get right there. So if the guard thinks if he thinks I'm bad, he gets a bonus attack, opportunity attack. If not.
So now it's this guy up here, though.
Right, it would be that guy there. Would he do it? He would see that you've done this. He's in the thick of battle, because you would have had actually 2 opportunity attacks at that point.
Right, I'm fine with that.
All right. So,
and, as long as they, but I am still Tim.
You were still Tim.
And he went here and here, and when he moved away.
So would it be insight or perception for them to check? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Insight would be that it would counter deception.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'd be insight. All right. So go ahead, Gabe. I'm sorry.
Nope. You got. I'm sorry. I was just probably overconvincing.
So there's my deception check.
And insight is wisdom. All right, so whip guard is 0. Close. All right, so until you attack somebody and disclose that you are not who you say you are, they don't see you as anything other than Tim.
Yes, I have already rolled, committed to my attack at that 19. So.
Okay, and then yeah, that's.
And you're blessed if you need a little extra.
Right. Well, either way, it's a hit. So go ahead and ping it.
So 17 damage right in the back.
It helps to not use the ruler when you're trying to click on people.
It does. I have the same problem.
Yeah, totally.
What the hell? What the hell? You're not Tim.
Sure I am.
Ow! What the farf, man? Hey, Raz, would you like to do another 42-step turn like Corin did?
I would like to not. I would like to move 30 feet. Or as close as I can next to Thogrum. I would like to very, very visibly see the Manticore in front of me. I assume I do.
Are you standing on Thongrum?
I'm standing close enough. For all intents and purposes,
I would have given it
behind him.
I would have given it to you
the Manticore.
Well, I'm going to pretend that I didn't see that because I'm interested to see what you're trying to do. Go for it.
Do I see the Manticore?
You see a Manticore.
Outstanding.
Is it the Manticore?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how many there are. I heard a scream. It sounded like a Manticore from that one time in the woods.
Yes.
And knowing that they're actually kind of bright, I'm gonna rub a little of that schnozberry oil on my lips, and I go, you know what would be a really good idea is if you took care of that traitor Jeremy for us. He's just north of us and around the bend. Go get him, big guy.
Okay.
Suggestion?
All right.
Is that
that you can hear and understand you and must be worded. And then Arias, he's like, yes, Jeremy, that asshole around the corner asking and understanding. All right, so first, can he understand you? I think this is... We haven't tried it before on a Manticore.
I guess I'll learn the hard way if he does or not understand me.
Sorry, gotta go to the book real quick.
Language is common.
That's what
I'm
I was
looking for.
That's what I was looking for, because it wasn't on the sheet. So yes,
Dude, where do you see that, by the way?
it's in the
Monster Manual?
Monster Manual. So let me correct.
Sweet.
is that 30 feet?
Oh, he's 35. He might actually be out of range.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I didn't see that. What?
Not. I didn't think about it either. Most of my spells are 60 or 120.
So never mind that whole thing.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, but we know. At least we know. So let me put languages on.
Things like that.
Would you care to do something else?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a shot at him, I guess. I'm gonna regret this.
Yes! My favorite words. Fuck it, let's do it.
I don't want to do anything,
Wasn't a
but
42-step turn, but it took as long.
Oh, easy,
Voice
easy.
turn.
So you doing it? You gonna pop him? You gonna hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Thongren, where are you in the turn order?
He was ahead.
Yeah, he was ahead of you by 3 turns.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay exactly where I am. I'm going to take the... I'm going to stay where I am. I'll take the dodge action. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Dodge it is. All right. So the orc, yes, the orc. He only has 1 key remaining that hasn't worked, so he's going to do a dexterity check with advantage.
2 and a 4.
Drops the keys. He can't.
We're going to say he has finally managed to uncuff himself. And in like a Gollum-like moment, he's like, I'm free! Free I is! Finally! Yes, I'm free! And starts running. And he starts running to the door. And that is his turn. The whip guard, who turns...
That's a run that he just did.
What's that?
How long? That was a run.
25 feet, right?
That's just okay. Is that movement?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
movement. No, his movement. His action was he already did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You're right. Tim is not who he says he is. I don't know who he is, but he's not Tim. And while he is still angry, he is going to take it out on the lady he's been waylaying on in front of him this entire time. With advantage. I'm sure glad he got that critical 1 point of damage in there. 9 to Siona. All right. Satsuma. Satsuma is... He's there. Would he have heard that? 10, 10, 15, 20, 30. He would have okay, so he would have heard that. 1, 2, 3, 6. So he moves forward. He can't see what's going on down there. What else does he do? He's going to ready an acid splash, and if any enemy comes in his field of vision, he's going to cast acid splash at them.
Which way is he looking?
Everyone looks every direction.
Everybody looks every direction, so he sees all the things. All right. Whip Guard B. Is going to continue the same strategy. And he takes his sword and just doesn't do a damn thing. And moving on to the Manticore, who is still waiting for... He does not necessarily sense danger coming from the north, so he's going to sit there and continue waiting for something. So he's going to gear up for ready a tail spike shot at an enemy that comes into his field of vision. Which brings us to Siona.
I pick up my sword.
Yeah, you do.
And do I have my shield? Where's my shield at?
Probably still hold with me on my back.
Sounds good to me.
I'm not going along with any of your stupid plans.
Normally I would say that would make sense, but in the spirit of retconning, I'm pretty sure the only thing we took from her was her sword. I gave her my dagger, and your shield and armor were still concealed underneath your cloak, right?
No, I had the shield and sword so I could act like a guard.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't remember shield, but okay.
I don't remember shield either. I just remember sword, but
I remember the sword and I remember the armor. I don't remember the shield, but I remember the purple cloak being mentioned. But Will typically has a better memory on these things. So you have a sword in your hand.
And she's reading through her giant character sheet of actions.
Would the lack of shield have made a difference? Because that would have been...
No, because you were either rolling way above what it took or way below.
Okay.
I was going buff 16 the whole time, and you were nowhere near it. That's why I didn't even think waste Shield of Faith, because it wouldn't have changed anything.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
With advantage.
With advantage. Without advantage is still a hit.
12.
Would you... Wait. Will, you hit him last time for what? 13? Or 15?
17.
17?
Yeah, I did 6 plus 11.
Okay, then I think I did a flub then.
Was he dead?
No. I took 17 from your from your HP.
Oh yeah, I'm at 3. That's not good. I'm gonna go back to 20 real fast.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I did. That's what was confusing me. Okay, so 16 damage on somebody who was almost already dead. He wasn't dead, but he was almost dead.
No, she did. I did 17. She did 12.
Oh, I see the hunter's mark, and I added an extra 4. So either way, how would you like to explain what you have done to this gentleman?
I want to stab him in the face.
Consider it done.
Like, angrily want to stab him in the face with, like, a kind of ragey yell.
I like it.
And then I want to turn around and face the other guys, like, looking all crazy.
He's received this look from you several times this session. So, alright. So he's dead. Somebody is finally dead.
Well, one's petrified, too. That's the same as being dead.
Well, unless somebody reaches down and thinks about pulling the ring off. That's why I'm not taking him out of the order. Alright, Eldon.
Oh. And we can hear the commotion of fighting going on in the other room.
I would say yes, you could hear it. It's,
Or is that getting lost in the giant chamber? Torture chamber.
It'd be like an echo chamber almost.
Right. So they're fighting it. See that? So I will dash into the room like this and yell, "Imposters! You can't trust anyone! Except me."
Who are you yelling this at?
I'm yelling into the room. The guards have been infiltrated. They're imposters. I'm yelling this to
Okay.
because I heard the Tim's an imposter, right?
Jeremy's an imposter.
Jeremy's an imposter.
No, but someone just yelled Tim was when you stabbed
Oh, yes,
someone.
yes. Tim is also an imposter.
Right?
Yes. All right. So you're yelling that all the... Go ahead.
But I've run into the room and... Because I wouldn't necessarily know those things were... Okay.
Okay. So roll me a deception check.
That's probably my best roll, I bet. Deception?
Deception.
Deception.
That's an awesome skill.
Hey, the last time it worked out real well.
He's like, that's my best score. Hate to see your worst one. Oh, wow.
So Samsuma looks back at you and says, "Now this is just out of hand. You're saying that all the guards are imposters, yet these two are imposters, and you are. What are you? Why are you here?"
Because I'm an imposter.
I don't. I think you're.
That's not Elden. That's just me making a joke. I'm not Elden.
I know. I may not be a smart man, but I think you're full of shit. So he doesn't buy it.
Alright, that was my move, my extra move, or my dash, and my free yell.
I applaud it.
Whatever else can happen to me. Alright. I'm in there. room. I thought there were triggered actions going to happen.
They're supposed to be, yes.
Yes, because you have now, because you didn't know that. Yeah, you're right. So yes, thank you. I was busy looking at what the Acolyte was about to do. So, Acid Splash. DC 13.
For dexterity save?
Yes. Take 6 damage.
You're as agile as you are deceptive.
Yeah. Great.
And a 9 is going to be a miss.
It just goes flying over my head and into the...
Yes, he didn't take height into account. All right. It's been a long time since we've done this, but I'm going to try it anyway. So, Thunder Wave. If I can click it.
Oh.
So that is a 15-foot. I'm trying to get it so I can read what it does because I may not want to do that. The 15-foot cube, is that centered on myself or is it centered on some place that I can draw a box around?
Any tile, adjacent tile.
Alright, so I'm going to draw something and see if this works. Because if it doesn't work the way I think it should, then I'm not going to do that. Will that work?
I think it will.
Was that a don't or you?
I don't want you to do that, but I believe it's valid from what I've seen.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So that's what we're going to do. So DC 18 Constitution save for both Corin and Siona.
I gotta ask, how does it DC 18?
Yeah.
Go with the these things are all. I think they're flubbed. I don't know how this has happened. So go with a DC 15. Because he is a higher level person.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright, so you take that damage and then... and
Well, Blast does saves, right? Or who?
Oh, I'm down, by the way.
Well, let me check.
Every attack roll or saving throw. So you have
1d4.
1d4.
do it.
Oh, so close.
Alright, and you are also pushed 10 feet. Oh, sorry. I was trying to get rid of the red mark.
Would my body be pushed?
I would say you are unsecured. You are an unsecured object at this point. So would he? Siona is down. All right. Thongrim.
Okay.
This is
I'm sorry, you misspelled rage.
Yes. Alright. So that was a miss. I don't even have anything witty to say about that. I'm sorry.
would a 1d4 help?
No, but I'll rage as my bonus action to sit around.
You get
At least
off
I
how
was-
bad a miss that was.
I mean, I don't even. What did we say happens with the crit one? Did we decide on that as a rule?
Rules as written, nothing
Yeah.
other than miss.
I know, but did we adopt the homebrew rule?
I don't think we did. We talked about this last time, and I don't think it's going to do an opportunity attack. I think that would just be broken.
Okay, my dick then.
What's that?
I got nothing.
Alright. So this person
Out
finally...
of breath from running down that GD hallway.
Never split the party. So Rin finally sees what's going on, this half-orc, and is going to attack the person in front of her. Wait, who is that?
The other orc.
That's the other one.
No, doesn't want to do that. It's going to come down here and attempt to attack this guard with an improvised chain whip. And also a critical whiff. Alright. Corin.
Alright, I'm going to run up here next to Siona, use my Charm of Mara to heal her for 7.
Good plan.
And since that's a bonus action, I will then move up to there and stab that guy. And by stab, oh no, I get advantage because I'm flanking, so 18.
Yes, because the orc is somewhat friendly.
Yep. So
18
So
is
I
a
will
hit.
then- so it's still only a mere 7 damage.
But he's still hit. Alright. I'm assuming you don't want to move anymore.
I do not. I'm good.
Okay. Raz.
I move 15 feet inside the room. I see the Manticore, and I do that thing I did earlier. Jeremy, up north, around the corner.
All
Go
right.
get him, Tiger.
Yay!
Suggestion.
And where is his thing? It's a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yes.
And
Yes.
he replies,
Save.
roar. Murder.
I'm done.
Okay, so this orc who is just happy to be free sees what's going on and then just is going to try to punch the guard. That is a miss. Samsuma doesn't like what he's seeing. And will cast magic missile at Thangram for 2 or 1 for half damage.
No, it's just 2 because it's piercing and slashing or something.
Ah, okay. Well, take that extra one.
It's actually 6.
Why is-
Magic missile shoots 3 missiles at 2 damage each.
Okay. I need to fix this card then. Alright, so 6 damage. And he probably should have disengaged and tried to run away instead of doing that, but he got shot up in the moment. So he is going to stay where he is. The Whip Guard B, seeing what's happening, turns around and is going to attack the orc, who should have no armor, so that's going to be it. Turns around. He dispatches the orc, turns around, and just lops his head off.
Oh, orc, we hardly knew ye.
Well, you did know him.
I said hardly knew ye.
Aww.
You set him free so many times ago, so many weeks ago, and now he ends up in the same dungeon with you and dies. Aww.
Maybe he was better at keys.
He sucked at keys. The Manticore is now up.
He was a distraction.
Yeah, it was a good point. How come he didn't get advantage on his attack?
He
rolled
did.
a 14.
He still didn't hit.
That was the only roll. Unless that 3 was also... No, just all I see is the 14. Not that it matters much, it's just,
Because what's a punch do in damage?
1 plus strength.
Potentially 4.
I mean, I wouldn't have saved his life right now. I just would have gone out with knowing he did something. Or not.
At least he tried.
He died as he lived. Bad at his job.
Alright, so the Manticore is going to come down here, and he's going to chomp down at the on Mr. Gnome here. He's going to do 3 attacks, a bite, and 2 claws. So that's a hit.
Wait, what, the 7? Oh, 24. Never mind.
Up to 17 is a hit, I assume, right?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
I think only Siona could dodge something like that.
Hey, you said a bite and 2 claws.
Yeah,
There was no tail spike.
Yeah. I clicked the wrong one. I was like, that doesn't look right.
This game is bullshit.
All right, another 6.
Does a 16 hit?
Oh, Jesus.
Same
God.
Good save there, Ash.
Damn. Wow.
Wait, what was I before this? I took 6.
Hopefully over 17.
What was what was that acid splash damage that I got? How much was that again?
Hold on.
Shoot. No, I clicked the dang spinner and now I can't remember.
I can't tell. Where the hell is it? Six.
Okay. So I was at 21, so now I'm down to what? Like,
You were at 21?
yeah. So I just took 17 damage.
That takes you to 4.
So what attacks did you actually use?
1 bite, 2 claws. The tail spike was a misclick.
Okay. On the last claw, seeing Eldon get hurt, I spit a bunch of gibberish and cutting words.
All right.
And regret it.
So still a hit?
You have 1 more health, right?
No, it still hits.
You have a reaction to do that?
Yeah.
Hey, Eldon, what charms do you have?
No, I don't have a damage. I have my cleric crest, so.
Are you still alive, Eldon, or are you down?
No, I'm not down.
Okay, then. Let's just
4
keep...
hit points, and then you just gave me 1 more. Is that what?
No, that was a subtraction from his attack roll. Trying to make him miss.
Oh, well, I have 15 armor class, so he would.
No, 15, and that's fine. He doesn't hit.
No, he does hit. If you roll the AC,
Oh.
you hit.
Okay.
So it's the same damage in both.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
Yep, nothing happens. We can keep going.
All right, so you're down to whatever that is. It's 21 minus 17. 4.
4.
Yes. Okay, so Siona, you're at the bottom of the turn order here. Then we need to have a conversation.
What?
No, you take your turn, and then we need to chat because it's 10 o'clock.
Oh. I'm going to move 30
Yes.
and swing at that guy.
20 is a hit.
14.
He did.
And then can I, push up against the wall? So maybe that guy can't see me. Like you would hide on the side of a door?
Yeah, but that would be an action to hide.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, good try. All right, we are now back at the top of the order. It is 10 o'clock, so